Hi everyone, I'm Yuanyi Li. The topic I chose is the role of observational learning in domestic and family violence. There are two important concepts in this topic. Let me introduce these two important concepts. The first concept is observational learning, which means learning by watching others. The pioneer of observational learning research is Albert Bandura, who published an important study on this. Bandura did a famous experiment called the Bobo dog experiment in 1961. The experiment showed that children could learn violent play behavior by watching a demonstration of violent play. The second concept is family and domestic violence. According to Australia Government Department of Human Services, family and domestic violence is conducted is violence, threatening, covers, controlling, or intend to cause the family or household member to be fearful. Let me introduce an article that relates to this topic. Finding some related article help me understand this topic better. The article I find is Exposure to Violence, Typologies, and Recidivism Interpretation Samples of Domestic Violence Perpetrators, and found from Monash Library. This article is from the Journal of Child Abuse and Neglect. Let me introduce the summary of this article. The author shows some previous study about intergeneration transmission of violence, effects and outcomes associated with later violent perpetration, and perpetrator typology. They demonstrate the finding. However, they are satisfied with that because they think the results are mixed and confusing. The aim of this article is to investigate the relationship between domestic violence perpetrator typology, characteristic, recidivism, and exposure to violence in their families of origin. The research used a longitudinal population sample. As the graph shows, the participants are 228 male adults. They are divided by 4 groups on the basis of their self-report, which are observe-only groups, witness-only groups, both groups, and non-groups. The research measured 3 areas of theoretical interest, which are perpetrator typology, families of origin violent exposure, and recidivism. Here are some results from this research. Who witnessed interparental violence is more likely to classify as general violent offender. These results consider research hypothesis. Who from the both groups is more likely to recidivate more frequently. However, there are no important findings from typology and recidivism. In this article, the author calls some theories such as intergeneration transmission of violent hypothesis, social learning theory, to emphasize the role of operational learning in domestic violence. Let's talk about critical thinking in this article. Here are some main strengths in this article. Looking at what I highlight, you can see this article confers some previous study. In addition to this article examines the difference related to orthodox typology and recidivism, which no previous study has measured. What's more, this article emphasized that identify perpetrator characteristics in treatment program. Although this article clarified the relationship, it still has some limitation. For instance, the population in this study is incomplete, because some men who were observed for their intercession are excluded. The information regarding family of origin exposure to violence are from the offender's self-report, which means the information is subjective, that might be incorrect. And unfortunately, The researchers do not have enough important detail to confirm those information. The improvement in this article can be collecting data from multiple sources and from various socio-economic backgrounds, so that the samples do not fall prey to bias. Here are some references in my presentation. Thank you for watching.